Greetings and salutations all, Mark the Warrior here. How's everyone doing? I forgot to lower my volume again, so I almost deafened myself. But I'll let the intro play.
Universe, Hyrule is inhabited by the Mushroom Kingdom's various creatures. There are 9 grand stars that are being held by all the kings of different species. This keeps the balance between nature and Hyrule, but one unfortunate day, Bowser gets a hold of the Black Grand Star. With its power, he started attacking parts of the outside regions, and the leadership...
Gotta say, I'm very impressed by the ability to put voice acting into an N64 game.
He came up with a plan to send Mario on a search through all of Hyrule and into the future, in order to prepare him to be able to face off with Bowser. She sends out a toad with a message for Mario, and here our story begins.
Honestly, very impressive that Kaze was able to put full-on voice acting like that into an N64 game.
Okie dokie.
Oh, I think it's impressive anyways. I don't actually know much about making hacks, but still, it seems impressive by my own standards, since this is the only place I can think of where I've actually heard full-on voice acting like that. Anyways, hi and welcome to this crossover. Your first objective should be to go see Peach. She has called for you. Before you start playing, you may want to make sure that your D-pad and your L button are all configured. With all the new things in this game, you'll need them. Wonderful. And there's a save point too. Now, I'm gonna be honest, when I first heard about this hack years ago when it was made, I was fucking astounded. Because Kaze actually decided to go ahead and make the entirety of Mario 64, or Ocarina of Time rather, in Mario 64. And changed everything. Like, you can see a star sitting up there. Like, it's actually 10 different kinds of amazing how much work went into this. Do you like my pots? They're full of magic. I use them to fill up my own magic meter. With each star you find, you can carry more magic with you. And yeah, it's not even just platforming. As mentioned by the other Toad, there's the whole need for the L and L buttons and D-pad. Absolutely crazy, but there's tons of abilities in this hack that you get from dungeons and the like. It's bonkers beyond belief, and probably one of the most ambitious hacks I've seen in that I can remember seeing. There might be others that I haven't seen or can't think of at the moment that are more ambitious, but this is definitely one of the best I've ever seen. Absolute insanity what went into this. And it's not even just that it's insane in the concept, it's just genuinely that good of a hack. Like, it's not just the concept, the work went in to make it a good hack, and I love it. These monkeys jumping and screaming make it hard to relax on my free day. Do you think you could calm those 3 down for me? Just grab them and let go of them and they will sit in place. That's strange behavior. I didn't know monkeys did that, but... I mean, that monkey just ran through a fence. It's a fucking ghost monkey. Monkey. I'm getting trolled by a monkey. There we go. Just have to grab him from above. That works out nicely. Whee! Been a long time since I've played this hack though, like at least over a year. One of my favorites ever since I first played it though. And I'm gonna have to remember this in the future, that these monkeys are easy to grab if you catch them from the above rather than trying to go at them from below. That's something I need to keep in mind. And another thing that's important to know, coins are actually useful. It's not 100 coin stars, but there's actual shops. Which is just... yeah. Okay. Another thing that back when this hack was first made, I would have never believed any of this would be a thing. But then here we are. Oh, nice. Blue coin. Just like the 5 rupees you get there in original Ocarina of Time. Hello, Toad. Hi, I have this magic meter that I don't need anymore. Do you want to buy it? For you, it's just 40 coins. Keypad left to purchase. You've unlocked the magic meter. You can use it to activate runes or cast spells, if you had any. But you're lame and don't have any spells yet. Maybe you'll be cool someday. And why is there some... Okay, what's that thing up at the top, like middle of my screen? There's just a black bar there. That's weird. Was that like the text box maybe? No, it seems that it's just there. That's really weird. But it's small and not overly intrusive, so I'm gonna assume it won't be a problem. Oh wait, no, never mind. I remember now. That's my magic meter, that's what it is. I forgot that you don't get the magic meter filled up when you get it. I was like, what the hell is this black bar? That explains a lot. Want to hear a scary story? One of my friends got ill one day. I wanted to take care of him, but one day when I came in to check on him, he was gone and there was just a boo staring at me. That's scary. It's fucking messed up. Man's friend died and he doesn't even realize it. Ah, just barely. I don't... I'm getting made a fool of by a monkey. Seems my grab from above trick is not working with this one. Never mind, I got it now. And we get a free star. Not really free. Had to do some shenanigans with the monkeys to get it, but still. It wasn't a hard star to get. Oh. Coins. Want as many of those as I can... Oh, okay, I was expecting to do a wall jump or a ledge grab there. I wasn't expecting to just teleport up to the bridge. Won't complain about it though. But yeah, that's the other thing. The magic meter is tiny, but it extends just a little bit with every star you get. And I think there's something like 170, 171 stars in the game. Can't remember which one it is, but it's 170 roughly. Now I could go for the Deku Tree right away, but I think I'd rather go Lost Woods first and just see if I can get some stars in there. Because right now, getting stars is kind of important. We need them to have more magic meter. And those things break from making contact once you actually have the magic meter, so you have to get it before you can go to the Deku Tree. Or over here, or anywhere really. Ah yes, this guy. There we go. Same as the giant mole fight in Mario Galaxy, I like it. It's not hard either. Well, it's not nearly the same as the giant mole in Mario Galaxy, but it's close enough. It's like the moles in Mario Galaxy, ground pound and hit them. I cannot do anything about that star right now, I do not believe. I'm pretty sure that needs upgrades from way later in the game. Although I could technically just do Forest Escape and just not have to bother with the Deku Tree. Which I think is absolutely hilarious. Like, you don't even have to glitch out of the forest, you can just ditch the place and... You can also almost just die from fall damage. Like a fool. Like a fool. Granted, I am certainly that much of a fool that I would put myself in this position. Ah, right, that's a spring. Right, I remember that now. Coins! And a spring. Nice. Okay, let's keep going. You can actually glitch into Death Mountain. Through here, there's rocks to block you like there would be. I have seen this once, but it was when Simple Flips played this hack. It might have been an earlier version. If you jump into this at the right angle, Mario will get crushed and he death warps to Death Mountain Trail. Which is absolutely hilarious. You can just glitch your way there, so... Well, there's technically not any purpose to doing so, since you could just forced escape otherwise through the bridge. At least I think you can. The fact that you can just go to Death Mountain like that, absolutely hilarious. Hello, Pink Bomb. How are you doing, friend? Help! I'm being ganged up on! These Bob-Bombs want to steal our secret cannon plans. If they fall into their hands, the Pink Empire will lose the battle. It's very important to our war as their engineer. Okay, but, I mean, do I look like a pink Bob-Bomb? I'll help you, but still, man, I'm not a pink Bob-Bomb. This is not my problem. I mean, that might sound very mean, but it really isn't my problem if I'm being completely honest. Are there any others? Doesn't look like there are. Ah, there is. One more. Okay. There we go. Thanks for helping me. Now these cannon plans will stay secret. Please take this star. You're a lifesaver. Talk to the Pink King and he will surely reward you for this. Wonderful. Now, aside from just getting an extra star for a little bit more magic meter, that actually sets things up for me later. Nice, got the coin. I wasn't certain if I was going to get that coin. I thought for certain I'd miss it. But no complaints. I will not complain about not missing a coin. This way, yes. And from there it's left and then right, correct? No, because I can't actually go that way. I forgot. There is no way to go there right now. That's later. But I can just warp out this way and then we can go back here. Hi, invisible wall. Hello again, other invisible wall. My lord, I didn't expect to meet two of you today. I mean, I won't complain. It would be awfully rude of me to say no to them, but still. I can't get through here. This rune is sealed with magic. If only I had the money to buy some. Huh. Poor Toad. He wants magic, but he just can't have any. Well, Deku Tree's already dead, so... For once, the death of the Deku Tree isn't our fault somehow. Which is nice. Kinda getting tired of being blamed for that every time I play Zelda. Like, oh, you helped him when he was already dead anyways. His death is your fault. What the hell? I did nothing wrong. I was just being a good person and I get screwed for it? Last time I ever do anything good. I do like how the music is actually the actual Ocarina of Time music, but in the Mario 64 font. Sounds a bit weird, a bit different, but not in a bad way. Although I think the actual music in this part of in the Deku Tree is a little bit quiet. Though I could be wrong. Okay, that's gonna be a slight nuisance. Oh, never mind, that's actually easy as hell. He says as he misses twice in a row. There we go, just need to throw an angle rather than going at it straight on. Eee. Whoa, voice. Hello. Voice cracking. Wee! There, that's a proper wee. Nice ledge grab, Mario. Very nice. Okay, no more switches this way, so this way then. Ah! I'll grab this and probably hit the coin limit. Yep, limit at 100, so no point in collecting coins otherwise unless I'm low on health. Which hopefully will not be an issue. I'd rather not have it become an issue. It's kind of annoying when that does. Especially when it's not that part of a game, I really shouldn't be having too much trouble. Not with health, anyways. Now, with the platforming, absolutely, there are places where I'm gonna suffer. There are places where I'm gonna and there's places where I'm gonna bonk. Twice. Okay, apparently that corner extends a little bit further than I thought it did. Oh well, lesson learned. That corner is sensitive. I will stay away from it. Oh god, no water. Thankfully, Mario cares not for the laws of physics and can just... camera? Okay. R button does not change the camera, gotta just zoom in properly. Keep that in mind. Just in case the camera decides to play funny with me again. Also, something nice, the improved push speed. Love to see it. What's over here? Ah, here we are. The Vanish Cap. D-pad down to activate the spell. And this is where magic really comes in. And I love it. Absolutely love it. Just being able to activate that wherever I want. And just do silly things with it, you know? It makes such a difference. It's so cool that this is just a thing that can be done. And if you're inside of those, they're actually a one-way. So if you run out of magic while in there, you just get pushed out. You don't get stuck. Which is really good big game mechanics, because honestly, getting stuck in here is exactly the kind of thing that I would do. I've also been doing a little bit of thinking, and despite how not too long ago, when I was playing Serene Fusion, I was like, man, I want to play some other games too. I think I'm actually going to end up just having Mario 64 hacks as my main thing. Still going to do plenty of other stuff, but Mario 64 is definitely going to be the main game that I keep coming back to. I think it's better if I just embrace that as a fact of life, because it's probably how things will be. Oh no! Oh no! Twice! I thought I was out of magic when I tried to when I deactivated my cap just a little early. For some reason I thought I was out of magic, and I was like, shit! I'm out of magic, I'm gonna lose the last red coin like this? And I activated that a little bit too early, it would seem. Bollocks. Despite being at a slant, the hitbox is straight up and down. Alright, lesson learned. I can't be doing that then. Ow. Alright, in this case... where's there some magic I can get? Over here, okay. And I know I left some in another room further back. Or in the... oh, the magic pot is respawning. That's good. Excellent design. I knew that they would respawn. I just didn't think I had enough distance to make them respawn. There we go. Gotta go through it like that, so the straight up and down hitbox doesn't mess with me. Okay, now we can just move forward straight to the boss.
Here we go!
No Star Collection music. That's a little bit sad, but not too big of a deal. Considering how often you do get stars in this game, that would actually possibly just kind of break things up a little too much. Plus, I know that depending on the hack, the Star Collect music sometimes just kills your actual music. I'm not sure what causes that, so it might actually have caused problems to have the Star Collect music play every time. And there's go. This ain't the scuttlebugs you raise. The scuttlebug got raised a little too much. This is why we put them down when they hit 10. Thankfully, it's still weak, but that's only because you're Mario. Anyone else would struggle like hell with something like that. Plus, look at the absolute mess it left. Honestly, look at this place. It's horrible. You couldn't dust this hard enough. Despicable, really. Oh, fuck, that's right. I'm surprised I was allowed to jump kick there. I thought I had thrown that ability away. I thought that I bonked on something for a second. You know, it's going to be interesting playing through this again, knowing that I have so much more skill overall as a gamer since last time. Son of a... You know what? Never mind. I'm clearly not a skilled gamer anymore. I'm a fool who can't remember little things. Can't remember to hit a switch, damn it. I have no skill. I'm an embarrassment. Oh. Anyways, yeah. Because... Uh-oh. Camera? Thank you. It's way back when I played this, the first few times, I was not half as good as I am now. And I hit that with absolutely no reason to. I'm so used to always saving whenever the opportunity arises in a game, just in case the game decides to crash or otherwise ruin my day, that I just kind of do that out of habit. It's a force of nature. I can't choose not to save. I just do it. I'm not sure if you can wall jump off of those. I think you can if you do a first frame wall kick, but I'm not certain. I feel like I have done it before. And to be honest, it sounds like the exact sort of thing I would definitely try to do whenever the opportunity arises. But then I have been wrong before. I have had very fake memories before, where I'm like, oh yeah, I've done this before, and it's like, no, you actually haven't, because it's impossible to do that, you fool. Okay. Gonna want to wait for one of those. Okay. That should be good distance. Hey Mario! Long time no see! Up for a race to Hyrule Castle? I'll warn you though, I am much faster than you'd think. Go! Please. Right on time. Absolutely perfect. He never said that this was against the rules, so technically I can do that if I want to. And I'm pretty sure I actually have to do that. Because even with that super boost, you cannot outpace... Whoa, no idea how you got here so fast, but a race is a race. Here, take the star as a prize for beating me. Man, you literally watched me hop onto a chomp cart and you didn't notice it? Dude's blind as a bat. It's not good for someone who's trying to be a racer. Can't be blind if you want to race. Hello, Koopa. Welcome to my bazaar. I'll sell you the best gadgets and items. Need help finding stars? Try our star radar. Or need a new wallet? Just buy one. With that price, he's not going to need one anymore afterwards. Dog treat 5. 1 up 30. Water 10. Wallet plus 100. They're 100, 500, and 2,000 coin wallets. Yeah, fuck the 2,000 coins. Just, it's a personal issue I have with those ones. Because there's one specific place I can think of where you actually do need to have 2,000 coins. And God, that's a pain. Hello. Psh, I'm practicing exploding over here, but I just can't figure it out. Would you mind showing me one? Someday. I mean, I'm pretty sure bringing a bomb and just blowing it up in the castle town would probably get me in trouble, but I won't worry about it. I'm sure nothing could possibly go wrong for me. Hello. This is my chain chomp. He's grown uncontrollably, and I'm not sure how much longer I can pay for his food. You know, this is when you're supposed to, like, eventually release your pet into the wild. But given the size of that thing, I would not want that anywhere in the wild. Hello, owl.
I'm the great wise owl, Kupora Gumbora. I shall help you on your journey. If you've gathered 40, 70, or 120 stars, I have a special present for you. Come talk to me when you're ready.
That's gonna be a while.
Look how buff we are. A shorty like you could never create an impact as large as we could. My friend is really proud of his stomping power. If you want to show off to him, you'd better have some serious upgrades to your ground pound. Keep it in mind. Oh, keep that in mind. Wee, mini chomp. Oh, my back. If only someone could give me a good massage.
I cannot tell you the first time I played this game how many times I just ground pounded this poor guy, and that was entirely the wrong thing to do. You just crawl on him, and he gives you the star. I murdered this innocent man so many times, confused about why I wasn't getting the star. Anyways, now that I have the star, I can murder him in good conscience, since I don't have to worry about it. Some people might question the morality of it. I say, don't worry about it. What the fuck was that? Okay, I don't know what blew up, but okay.
Sorry, but this is the end of the road. I'm kind of stuck here. Hey, have you ever wished you could pack the power of a thwomp in your own ground pound? I've heard there are overalls out there that can make you land with 10 tons of pressure.
That sounds really cool, and how the hell are you stuck here? You're able to turn around. Come on, man. You're just lazy. Hello? Talk to me, mate. Thank you.
This is the town's treasure room. You can take whatever you need, Mario, but leave something for the rest of us.
Gladly. I am a good Mario, and I will make sure to leave at least something for you. $5 coins for the rest of the town. I will always make sure to leave them some money, because I'm a good person. I'm really not a good person at all. I'm a horrible, evil person, but... I mean, hey, I murdered that one guy. I should probably leave the town 5 coins at least.
I just bought this flower the other day, but it isn't moving or chomping like all the other flowers. I don't get it. I thought they would just start growing. Can you help me?
Well, can't murder it. That is unfortunate. Murder is generally my first solution to problems. Doesn't work always, though. Sometimes I do have to do things the right way. Not as though... I mean, the right way is kind of lame compared to the murder everything way, but... sometimes you just have to do things right. If anything, it gives a little bit of variety. Murder is definitely the most fun solution, but... I suppose even that does get old occasionally. Actually, does this plant hurt me? It does not. Wow. A piranha plant that doesn't hurt me. That's strange. Ah, magic. Lovely. Welcome to the magic house! If you're capable of using magic, feel free to stock up here. It's dangerous out there. Better to always have some magic with you. I'll agree with that. Magic is awesome. Magic has solved a lot of my problems. And I imagine it's going to keep solving problems for me too. Right, left D-pad, not right D-pad. I forgot what right D-pad actually does. I'm pretty sure it activates a power of some kind that we just don't have yet.
More! Very hungry!
That's a horrible chomp voice, my god. Okay, I'm gonna try that again with a different voice. Absolutely horrible chomp voice. Let's try this again. This time...
More! Very hungry!
There. That's more like... That's closer to my Bowser voice than anything, but... Honestly, I figure that's far more fitting than whatever embarrassment I was doing earlier. He is big enough to be a Bowser voice, and definitely looks violent enough and growly enough. I think the Bowser voice will work well for him. Even if we're not going to be talking to him again. Oh my god. Okay, I have to be honest. A freeze frame on a chomp with its mouth closed like it was a very awkward thing to see. I've never seen a chomp like that with its mouth closed, and that had me very concerned. Messed me up a little. Anyways, I was gonna go for the castle, but I kind of rethought my plan there. Because we do have to do castle stealth, and... well, you know what? That's gonna require invisibility, and I kind of want to see if I can get any more stars just to get my magic meter as high as I can. Get a few more pixels on that before I go for that. Birds! Things I can break. Nice. Anyways, I have to say, okay, I found myself in an awkward position. That coin is sadly gone forever. And that room is boarded up. Kind of unfortunate, but whatever. We treat our Yoshis very well. We pet them daily and only feed them the best food. How do we pet them without hands? You know, it's the thought that counts. I guess. I mean, you could use your wings. I didn't do anything! I mean, hey, welcome to the farm. Enjoy your stay, and if you find anything, you can keep it. Just don't start trouble, okay? Can I keep a Yoshi? I mean, probably not, but I'd still like to. Welcome to this farm. Feel free to look around, but not too much, okay? Alright. I mean, these guys are more than a little suspicious, but I technically can't prove anything, so I'll just ignore them. Hello, Wide-She. How are you doing today? This Yoshi looks hungry. He would be happy if you fed him. Oh, whatever you say. There we go. Mario? Okay. I'm gonna be a lot more careful with this fence in the future. There we go. Take a melon. I said I was going to be more careful with that fence, but honestly I'm not going to. I'm just going to jump it like a nutter anyways. I'm pretty sure I can't get that right now. Nor can I do anything with that guy. But I might be able to do something in here. I certainly hope I can. I can get coins. That's something, at least. Well then. Anything I can do with that? I see something I might be able to do. Not 100% certain I can do this, but I should hopefully be able to. Although I might want to push this back a little bit. Okay. I'll push this over and hopefully this will work. There we go. Very nice. I'm glad you can hold back on a wall jump like that. There we go. What the? Okay, now the switch is floating in midair. Very cool. Very cool. Didn't know switches could do that, but I won't complain. It's none of my business if a switch can do weird things. I like Lon Lon Ranch music. It's very peaceful, very relaxing. Oh yeah, I've been playing Metroid Prime Remastered recently. I just got done the Omega Pirate, so having beaten that, I think I'm actually capable of getting pretty much all of the collectibles in the game now. I just need to find them. I'm trying to speed through it, because Tears of the Kingdom comes out on Friday. Hi Chain Chomp, I'm glad you didn't hurt me. You really could have if you just wanted to there. Anyways, Tears of the Kingdom comes out on Friday, and I really want to be able to commit myself to that. And besides Tears of the Kingdom coming out on Friday, I also have something else that I want to get through, which is Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe, which I bought just the other day. There we go, lined up perfectly. I like how all of the normally enemy types are completely peaceful in Hyrule Castletown. It's very nice to see them doing something other than trying to kill me. There we go. And I'll leave them with 5 coins, as I always do. Gotta leave them with something, otherwise it would be too mean. Can I actually get up there? I can. Oh, there's a bucket of water up here. Okay, so I didn't have to buy one. I could have had it for free. That's nice. I'm also gonna murder this guy this time. I don't have any particular reason. I just kind of want 5 coins. I'll be honest, I don't even really need them, considering I'm probably going to be able to get plenty of coins otherwise, wherever I go, but, you know, it just feels nice to take them out. Hello, Bomb. This town is a symbol of peace between all types of creatures. Peach's castle is just a few more meters away. Hurry up, she's been awaiting you. Alright, let's go. These guards are really tough. Can't get past them. If only I had a way to go invisible. Oh my, it sounds like someone in my building has decided to start hitting the ground. My upstairs neighbors be stomping. Hope that's not coming through on the mic. I don't imagine it is, but still. It's kind of annoying that they've decided to go ahead with the stompings. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh no! You might notice just how fast our magic is draining here. Like, just getting that 1 silver star took basically everything. Wouldn't have taken that much if I had been a bit more smart about it, but that's basically the reason I wanted to get as much magic as I could. Because we have that. We have silver stars here. There's 5 of them. Nice firstie, nice firstie. After all the firsties I did in 74 Extreme Edition, in very bad positions, which only served to hurt me and make things difficult, I'm happy to have a firstie that I actually wanted. One that didn't screw me. And again, absolutely beautiful. I want to get that last pixel of magic. Because invisibility drains this fast. Like, really fast. Oh god! Jesus Christ, man. Turn around, thank you. Oh god. How am I still alive? How did I not run out of magic there? I absolutely should have. Well, I ran out of magic, but more, how was I not caught there? I really should have been. I have no reason to have not gotten caught there. I just got lucky. I'm surprised I didn't get caught. I don't know exactly what these guys' visions are, but that was very close. Very, very close. Anyways, yeah, I want to get through, finish Metroid Prime, and then play Return to Dreamland Deluxe before Tears of the Kingdom comes out on Friday. That way I can properly commit myself to that game. Don't think I'm going to stream it, though, or record it. I'm probably just going to commit myself to Tears of the Kingdom, just kind of on my own time. Have it be my own thing. What? Partially because I do just want to keep that one for just my me time. And partially because, well, I do have a capture card for my Switch. And I know how to set it up. I've just never really gotten everything figured out to make sure that it sounds and looks good. And I'm kind of just lazy and don't really feel like it. Wow, that was a very lucky break. That guy should have caught me. That guy, okay. We're good for now. We are good for now. Gotta be careful, though. You know, I remember seeing, like, a few months back, there's a tree in this general area in Ocarina of Time that you're not able to roll into because there's a guard whose sight will always catch you if you get close to it. And ZFG managed to find a way to, like, do some weird shit with the camera so it gets all the way out there, which then culls the guard, and then he could bonk the tree. And honestly, it's amazing. There's no point in it. It doesn't get you anything. But just the desire to bonk a tree that you're not supposed to be able to bonk. I love it. Just the tiniest, smallest, and most pointless of desires and how they make people go to the extreme. It's astounding, really. Just tell them you can't do this. And somebody who has passion for the game will find a way to do it just to say, hey, you can totally do this. Or even just to say that they were the one to do it. Absolutely bonkers what people will do, and I respect the hell out of it. I like games a lot, but I can't say that I have ever gone to such extreme lengths for any game that I would say that I went out of my way. Like, the closest I've gone to being out of my way for any game is playing 74 Extreme Edition. Which is absolutely kicking my ass. But I'm also doing quite well at it, I'd like to think. One of those things that I just need to keep at it. I'll definitely beat it. No question about that. Oh boy. And I will get all 157 stars in it as well. It's just going to take a lot longer than any other ROM hack would. Like most ROM hacks, give me like 2 hours and I'll have something like 50 stars. I should not be jumping like high like that. I should be taking advantage of the fact that they can't see for shit. Okay, so right there I do want to go in. I want to watch these guys. This guy's gonna turn. Okay. Okay, the moment this guy turns around. Okay. Should be good. I should be good. I think I'm good. I can make it there. That won't screw me. Okay, the star spawned. That's good. That's good. Okay, I'm good. Oh, I didn't even know that guy existed. That could have hurt me a lot. Just wait for that guy to go past again, and then launch myself. I'm good? I'm good. Okay, I have, like, no magic. I just want to make sure this guy isn't going to see me. He won't, okay. Make sure that guy there won't see me, thank God. I'm very nervous about this now, because I do not want to get caught. I don't think the star stays spawned if I get kicked out. Not 100% certain, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't, and I don't want to lose it. Okay, we're good, we're good. Did not want to lose this star, because that star's a pain in the ass to get, largely because of how fast magic drains. Just like, goddamn, the magic drains so fast, and I can't, I don't want to have to come back later. Also, where the Mario and Luigi and people paintings used to be is now a Link painting, a Zelda painting, and a... Is that Ganon? That is Epona. That's not even close to being Ganon. Is there a Ganon painting over here? There is a Ganondorf painting. Nice. Excellent little touch. I like that. Actually, before I talk to you, there's nothing under here, is there? No. Okay. Just wanted to be certain. Hello, Peach. Actually, hold on. I want to take a quick drink for this real quick. Okay.
Mario, you finally arrived. I hope the guards weren't too bothersome. They are on special alert due to Bowser's plans to invade the castle that we have found out about. We need your help. We need all the 9 Grand Stars to stop his army, or we will be hopelessly overpowered. Mario, this is a quest only you can complete. Go and collect the Grand Stars. 1 Grand Star belongs to the Bob-ombs living on Death Mountain. Another one belongs to the penguins living up the Hyrule River. 1 is in the possession of the toads in the Toad Forest. We already took that. One of them, unfortunately, is in the Koopa family's hands right now. You shouldn't face off against him before you have collected all the other Grand Stars first. The last 5 were all sealed by our ancestors within dungeons that we can't access at the moment. However, the seals are getting weaker, and with the power of 3 Grand Stars, you will be able to enter the Temple of Time and use the Grand Star of Time to travel into the future, where the seals will be weak enough to be broken. Mario, go on your quest now. The Mushroom Kingdom needs you more than ever.
Alright. You've gained Peach's permission. Use it to enter Death Mountain. I will. I'm also going to go get caught by a guard because that is a quicker way out of here. It might also cost me a life, I'm not certain. But life schmife, who cares about those?
Stop. You have no permission to enter the castle.
Screw you, I absolutely have permission. Oh, it doesn't cost me a life, nice. I was totally ready for the fact that one of them was, that dude was just gonna execute me. But hey, if he doesn't want to, I won't complain. Star Radar.
You've unlocked the Star Radar. It shows if there are any more stars in the current level.
Kinda useless if you already have the, if you have Star Display, which you probably do if you get this from ROMhacking. Excuse me, ROMhacking.com. But still, it's a nice little touch for those who get the game otherwise. Oh, hello Goomba. Goodbye Goomba. It was nice to know you for the short time that I did. Wahoo wahoo wah. What the hell? Why did that blue coin spawn? Is it possible to get it, or yes? Okay, good. That was very confusing. I'm not sure why that spawned. I'm going to assume that it was supposed to spawn from climbing this tree, but it just decided, nah, I'm gonna spawn on my own. Okay, I can't talk to them. So be it. Didn't really want to anyways, but I thought I'd check. Interesting, so if I kick that box at a corner, it just bounces me off. Very interesting. Gotta say, it's nice to explore these areas with someone who can actually jump. I mean, Link is cool and all, but Mario definitely makes it a little easier to move around.
I've been cursed. I was transformed into a ghost. Please help me. Bring me star power to turn me back into a living being. I'll reward you. I'll give you a new power for 30, 60, 90, or 170 stars.
That's still gonna be a while, but definitely a little bit sooner than the 40 star. Also, my god, 170 stars. I think that's actually all that's in the game. There might be an extra one somewhere, I'm not 100% certain. But regardless of whether there is or not, that's still quite a lot. Gonna have to work for those. My children! I've lost sight of all 3 of them! God, you're an awful parent. I'd be eternally grateful if you could help me find them. They're so agile and are probably on top of all the buildings. Why are you not looking for them? Why is it my problem? Why do I have to save your freaking children? You're the parent. My god. This is god-awful parenting. I'm almost insulted by it. I'm not even a parent and I can tell you that's embarrassingly bad. Oh, slippery, Mario. You almost went off. You caught me. Please don't tell my mom I was hiding here. She's always so worried. I'll go back home if you promise not to tell her. Oh, shit. He actually did go back home. I was ready to just drop him off the roof, you know, choose violence and murder a child, but whatever. Guess I don't have to. Ow. Oh shit. I completely forgot what this was. And I'm not sure if I have... Well, I definitely don't have the time to get it now. Gonna say I wasn't certain if I had the time to get that. Not now, I don't. I can definitely hear someone talking down this well. I wonder if that is the breath of the wild. Nice. Very timely thing to say considering the game that's coming out on Friday. I don't know exactly when this pack came out, but I know Breath of the Wild was definitely at least very well known by the time it came out. Not sure if it was actually out or not. But it was definitely very well into the works. Ah, Scarecrow down there. Okay, that's what I saw. I was wondering. I saw something down there. Wasn't certain what it was. For some reason, it looked like a red coin for a second. I was like, what the fuck do you mean there's a red coin here? But no, not a red coin. Just me going crazy. I can probably make it up there with a triple jump wall kick, can't I? No, because that's a slanted ledge. Mario can't grab those. Oh, hello, Rabbit. I ignored you earlier. Be careful on Death Mountain. There seems to be a war going on, and you don't want to be caught up in that. That is a fair point. Most of the time I would not want to be caught up in a war, but at the same time I enjoy violence, so maybe a war is exactly what I want to be caught up in. God, I am an awful person. I'm absolutely atrocious. I should be put in prison. Gotta be locked up at this point. Well, found one of them. Will this work? That'll work just fine. Lovely, lovely. Wasn't certain if I could actually wall jump from a tree jump. Glad I can. And I can see a star on top of the windmill.
You caught me. Please don't tell my mom I was hiding here. She's always so worried. I'll go back home if you promise not to tell her.
Still can't drop the children off of a ledge. You know, I know it's usually that you go after, that you murder the penguin child rather than bunny children, especially since there are no bunny children in original Mario 64, just normal MIPS. But still, my child murdering senses are tingling, and I feel wrong knowing that I can't murder a child. Oh no! You know what? I deserve that for being upset about my inability to commit murder against a child. But it wasn't enough to stop me. I still got the star, I got away with it, and so I'm going to continue being upset that I can't murder children. Speaking of children, hello.
You caught me. Please don't tell my mom I was hiding here. She's always so worried. I'll go back home if you promise not to tell her.
There, that'll do away with the last of them. You. I saved your children. Give me a star. Thank you. Would have been very upset if she didn't give me a star. Would have been a problem. Would have had to have some words. Not very polite words either. Unpleasant words. Untoward. Offensive words, even, depending on how you want to think of it. Okay, I think it's this grave that... Yes, this is the grave that has the thing in the normal game. Oh yeah! Now I remember, this is the fast travel system. There's just little fairy fountains like this all over. And you use it to fast travel through the world. And each one of them gives you a star for unlocking it. Warp me to Kakariko. Put me right back where I was. Thank you. Dompe's grave. Which I can't do anything in. Wahoo! Oh, blue coin switch, I'll take it. 25 coins, not bad, not bad. The thing that worries me is that there is one star in this game that requires grinding up to 2,000 coins. And I am not looking forward to having to get that one. There's one spot in the game that is... Oh, 1-up, lovely. There's one spot in the game that is actually good for grinding that much, and... God, it's okay. I'm gonna ignore that monkey for now. That's basically the Dompe heart piece thing. And I don't want to waste my money right now. I'll save my money up for a while and then go after it. I don't know if that even has a pity thing like Dompe does, where it's guaranteed within 16 tries. But either way, I'm just not going to mess around with it. I'll wait until I have a lot more money. That is a big rabbit. Hello there.
I will only let those who have Peach's permission pass. It is too dangerous out there for civilians.
Okay, well, I have Peach's permission, so I can do what I want. I mean, he's just doing his job. I don't have to be snarky at him like that. He's just trying to keep civilians safe. I was being kind of unnecessarily rude about it. I'll admit that is my bad, but still. I'm also right. I do have Peach's permission, so I can do as I please. And he can't do a thing to stop me. Oh god, I just remembered. I was playing Grandia 2 the other day. I just beat a really tough boss. Like, this was a 20-minute fight of me just getting my ass kicked for most of it, until I finally managed to turn things around into my favor at the end. And right after I finished, there was a cutscene, and the game crashed mid-cutscene. I didn't get to enjoy the luxury of saving. I was just told, nope, you lost. You lost everything. Go do the entire thing again. It was one of those things where the Switch just crashes on something, on a downloaded game, and says, oh, something went wrong. Like corrupted data or something, screw you. And I just, after that fight, and after losing everything, I was just like, you know what, no. I don't think I'm gonna go back to it now. Like, I still intend to finish Grandia 2 at some point in the future, but right now I'm just gonna kind of forget it exists for a while. I mean, now that I know what the boss does, I could definitely win that fight a lot easier. I just kind of don't want to. It's like, oh god, it hurt to have that happen. And so now I kind of just, I need some time away to just forget about it, you know? I'll keep in mind what I need to do to beat that fight, how best to handle it, but at the same time, I just don't want to do it again right now. And besides, I do have 3 Switch games that I need to get through aside from it, so I can just put it on the back burner and keep it in mind for another time. It just made me sad, because that was a very difficult fight. And it was such a tragic way to lose everything. Anyways, hello. Hey, traveler, you seem strong. Could you help me get past these bullies and escort me to the cannon spare parts that lay at the bottom of this trail? Just always follow the trail of bullies and you can't miss it. I'll reward you with a shiny good. Just throw me over the gaps. I'm not a very skilled jumper, and that's the only way I could ever get over to my goal. Now, fun thing, you can completely ignore the bullies for the most part. They will not target him, and he will just walk through them like nothing happened. You can't walk through them like nothing happened. They will absolutely go after you. Also, you probably should not go too far ahead of the guy, because he will kind of just do something dumb. Like, he is not the smartest little bob-omb out there. As evidenced by the fact that he was absolutely willing to just walk straight back to me, even if it meant going off a ledge. But yeah, you can ignore the bullies, he just doesn't care about them. Not sure why he really needs an escort from the bullies, but I mean, whatever. What the hell are you doing? You do not scare me like that, okay? I am your escort here. I cannot afford the fucking heart attacks that you want to give me. Okay, I'm glad I got that jump. That was honestly kind of a dumb time to do a triple jump dive. I probably should have gone for a long jump there, or maybe just hit the spring on the side of on the wall. Either one of those would have been fine, but I decided to go and be dumb. Okay, let's go. This way. Come on, buddy. Don't you dare do anything stupid. I will be upset with you if you do. And yes, he will just go straight off into the lava of his own volition. He is not a smart bob-omb. You are so fucking close to that edge. Okay, I think... Yes, okay, thank God. I was really worried about this star. I thought for sure this was going to be one of those stars that took me like many attempts to get. And I was ready to give up on it and just kind of keep coming back here from time to time. I'm glad it didn't come to that, because that would have been annoying, having to repeatedly just try again at several different occasions. Poor Mario, though. Right now, we don't have any way of making that jump without burning him. Burning him here, burning him in Extreme Edition. I'm burning Mario everywhere at this point. Like, this poor guy does not stand a chance. Wahoo! Could go that way to go to Goron City, but screw that. I'm going in here. Getting the fairy fountain first. Take that. Get the star, which didn't refill my magic with it. Okay, I thought that it would always give you the magic that the star gave you, but apparently I was wrong. It's a good thing Mario can survive a fall of any height by just face planting at the last second. I wish I could do things like that. That would be awesome. That said, even if I could survive a fall by doing something like that, it would probably be very painful for me. Very, very painful. Oh yeah, and this star. Want to grab this. No! Don't you dare! You thought you were gonna run away from me, huh? Not a chance. Now, interesting thing, you might have noticed that in the crater, the entrance to the back door of Goron City was a loading zone, which would have made us open up a different map. But from here, even though we're in the same technical map, Goron City is just another part of it. I'm not sure why this is. Though it is very interesting. Oh, shit. Alright, well, that's useless then. Forgot that the way there isn't available until after the second dungeon. I've heard there's a bomb diffuser with which you can defuse and abuse bob-ombs for your own purposes. Scary, right? Honestly, that sounds awesome. I mean, it's probably a war crime of the highest order, but I mean, I'm fine with that. I'm a war criminal. I do bad things all the time. The more war crimes I can commit, the better. Welcome to Bob-omb City. Yes, that's right. Bob-omb City. Not Bomb-omb and not Bomb-omb either. Enjoy your stay and don't mispronounce your names. Alright, whatever you say, Bomb-omb. Bomb-omb. Okay, I remember that one. I remember that over there. That's a place you have to go with 500 coins to buy a star. I am not doing that right now. I do not have that money. Watch out around these mountains. The black bob-ombs have been aggressive lately and could attack at any moment. Bobombs. I'm going to deliberately find ways to mispronounce their name. It's rude, yes, but I'm damn well going to. Well, the store doesn't exist, that's tragic. And thanks to camera hacks, we can see that that exists. So, whenever we have the ability to throw a bomb, we can go there. Hello, King Bob-omb, how are you? Well, you're not King Bob-omb, but you're... I'll call you Emperor Bob-omb. You've saved our engineer! I don't want to leave that unrewarded. Here, take our cannon license. You shall be allowed to use all our cannons to your liking. Now, there is another request I would like to ask of you. The black bob-ombs have taken over the cavern, and none of our men are strong enough to break in. Could you give it a try? The entry to the cavern is at the foot of this mountain. You should try shooting yourself at the entry with one of our cannons. And I just realized I forgot to turn on my light before I started recording, or streaming rather, so that might have actually been messing with my my model, because the dark would have made me less visible. Anyways, you've unlocked the cannon license. You can now use all the locked cannons. Nice, I like using cannons. And yeah, looking over at my OBS, I can tell that my model is definitely moving a bit more. It's definitely a little bit more visible in terms of that, so gonna have to remember not to forget my light again in the future. Gotta have that on. But oh well. Only a slight minor issue, not that big of a deal. I'm pretty sure my model was still moving at least a little bit. I'm just surprised I forgot to turn my light on. This is the first time I've forgotten that. Usually I'm pretty good about it. Oh well, no big deal though. Scarecrow. Okay, no reason to go up here. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, I suppose. I just wish there was something cool up there. Would have been nice. Would have been very, very nice. Okay. There we are. Mario getting a concussion is irrelevant. He's a tough guy. He can handle being concussed a couple of times. Handles it a lot better than we ever would. Well, I say we. I know he handles it better than I ever would. Can't tell for certain about anyone watching this. Some people might be absolutely incredible and able to handle concussions like they're nothing. Right, I cannot do the long jumps when the platform is going up. I have to wait until it goes down, because if the platform is going up when I do that, it completely screws you. Yeah, that's a funny thing. If the platform is going up when you jump, it just completely neuters your jump. Ruins everything. Makes it makes it just so you can't do the jump at all. Very sad. Very annoying as well. Something I prefer to avoid having happen to me. Okay. First off, grab you. There. That is a mini bomb. I am not getting involved in that, because I'm pretty sure mini bombs you can't do anything about. Yep, cannot kick those guys. Can't grab them, can't do anything. They just blow up and ruin your day. Nothing interesting in here. Wait a minute. I have vague memories, though they might be wrong. Okay, at the very least it's not this room, but I feel like there's a room like that that has an actual star in it. Oh, that was almost cool. Okay, I don't think I can actually make that. Can I? Wait, what if I lead one over instead of grabbing him? That might be faster. Come on. No. Okay, I think I can make that. I'm just being a little bit too concerned about it. I think yeah, I can definitely make this. I'm like 85% certain I can. Oh, absolutely. More than enough time. I completely overestimated the speed at which that thing would blow up. Oh well, silver stars it is. Mario burning his ass and dying it is. Sorry about that, Mario. I did not mean to get you killed there. It was terribly uncouth of me. I owe you one. I feel like I've done something very bad to the poor guy. Which I kind of have, if I'm to be honest. Really messed up to go and just get him killed like that. Also messed up to forget to, It was also messed up that I was very impatient with that jump and got him burned. I'm really not taking Mario's well-being into account here. And to be honest, that's extremely horrible of me. I should be taking care of the poor guy. He's trusting his life into my hands, letting me take the controls here. I should not be throwing his life away carelessly. And yet here I am doing just that. I'm a monster. A monster, I tell you. Anyways, you might notice the switch disappeared. Yep. It's that sort of thing. You only get so many switches to get all 5 of the silver stars here. Oh, there's a bomb in there. Keep that in mind. I'm not sure if I can just jump through the lava there or not. Probably can, but in the interest of my own well-being, I'm gonna get this star before I do that. Then I'll try to just jump face first through the lava. Not sure if I need an ability for it or not. It's this wall right here, yes. Okay, that's a solid wall. Let's try that as an invisible person. That also does not work. Okay. Oh, lesson learned. I cannot jump through lava as Mario. Link can absolutely hop through a lava fall as long as there's something on the other side, but Mario cannot. It is tragic. I will keep it in mind so I know to go back there later. I'm sure there's something I can do about it. Just not sure what it is. Anyways, free the bob-ombs from their little cages. And with the bob-ombs freed, we can abuse them for our own ends. Which is kind of messed up that we free them just to abuse them, but, you know, at the same time, Kingdom's in danger, so, you know, ends, means, and all that. Something about justification in that sentence. Either way, I'm not going to be the one to sacrifice the kingdom for the lives of random bob-ombs. Or their psychological well-being, for that matter. That's going to blow. Pretty sure I could get in that door, but I think I'll just ignore it for now. Hello, bob-ombs. I'm glad you're not hostile. That would be kind of scary having all of them come at me at once. I like how this guy respawned right in front of my eyes. Okay, let's do this to the other side. Not sure if this actually gets me anything or if I'm just doing this for fun. That appears to have done nothing for me, but you know what? I enjoyed doing it. Explosions are cool after all. Even if cool guys don't look at them. Alright, let's go. Wahoo, ah. Wahoo, wahoo. Well, I say I'm pretty sure that did nothing. I might be wrong. That might have actually done something for us. Might have blown something up that was up there. I'm not certain. And there is a blue coin switch up there. How does one go about getting this blue coin switch, I wonder? Maybe blowing those bombs up ruined the way to that blue coin switch. That would certainly not surprise me. But no big deal. Just one blue coin switch. I would have liked to have the coins from it, but it's not going to change much. For some reason, those mini bombs don't make noises when they're running around with their fuses lit. Kinda weird, but you know what? I'm not being paid to care about it, so I'm just gonna ignore them. They're not stopping me from getting my stuff done, so it's really not my problem. The fact that these chain chomps are unchained, however, is slightly concerning. Anything down here? Nothing. Just an empty space. Oh, I totally thought I was going to do something cool there, but I didn't have the speed for it. Probably didn't have the angle for it either, if I'm going to be honest about it. Okay, let's move this way. That's just where the red coin is going to spawn, okay. What about this room? Any hidden stars up here like this? No. Okay, maybe I'm thinking of something very different then. I know that there's one very late game that definitely threw me off because it was in such a position like that, but maybe there isn't one of those in here like I for some reason remember there being. Or maybe there's actually another room like that I'm just forgetting. Oh, hello, Bomb. I'm gonna ignore you. Now, what's gonna be over here? Red coin? Oh! Big chest. Okay, nice. The bomb diffuser. Grab a ball bomb and press the L button to store it. Press L again to restore the ball bomb and use it as an explosive. Very cool ability, very cool power. Very war criminal-like. Like, actually kind of fucked up in what you can do with it. You can literally just take the same ball bomb, carry him on your adventure, throw him to blow shut up so he dies, and then come back and have him respawn. Because you're not just moving the individual ball bomb, you're moving his entire spawn position. So he will now just be made to spawn wherever you left him, and you can go back and use him again and again as a source of infinite explosives. And when you're ready to go, just pick him up and hit L again. Take him further on your adventure to abuse him again in the future. You can just create an endless living hell for a specific ball bomb. Absolutely hilarious. And honestly, one of the coolest powers. Largely because of the horrible things you can do with it. Oh, that didn't work out. And as you can see, this guy has thankfully respawned. Ah, star. Very good. Of course, I think I've made a bit of a goof up, since there is the other eyeball that I've completely just... I should have grabbed the ball bomb and set his spawn point down there. On top of the skull, that would have made it faster. Oh, 1-up. Nice, got back the life I lost earlier. Now just take my distance, wait for the ball bomb to respawn. And use him again. God, I love creating unholy tortures beyond human comprehension. Nothing feels better. Wait a minute. Well, that guy's gone for good now. I decided to let him go. I remember in, I think it was Zelda Master Quest, or something like that, there's a platform you use over there that you can just ride up to that area. No such thing here, though. No such thing here. Still wondering how I'm supposed to get there. Because there are ways to get there easily with later powers, but nothing you can do really right now. Oh, I thought I was going to get the blind wall jump there. Not quite as cool as I used to be back in my old days. Says the guy who's actually probably at the peak of his gaming prowess with Mario 64. Oh boy. Oh, that was just a 1-up. Okay. I mean, it's nice to have, but not really what I was looking for. I knew it wasn't going to be another star, so I don't really know why I was wondering what it was. Like, there's nothing else it could have been to be useful other than another star, other than a 1-up. Another star, my god. I'm forgetting what I'm trying to say. I'm forgetting my words. Frequently, no less. That's not good. Really not good. I'm only 26 years old. I'm gonna be 27 in June. I should... hello. Hello. Anyways, as I was saying, I'm only 26 years old. Gonna be 27 in June. I should not be forgetting my words already. I'm not old enough for that. This is the last room in this dungeon that could possibly look like this. Is the star in here? No. Okay, so I am actually completely crazy and it's something else I'm thinking of. A gold Skulltula from Gold Quest, maybe? Or maybe I'm just thinking of a star in a different dungeon. Because I know there is one like that in the Spirit Temple. One that gave me a lot of grief the first time I went for it. And honestly continues to give me grief because it's an absolute motherfucker of a star to try and get. But still. Actually, you know what? Now that I'm right here. Okay, so this is laid down there so you can't just triple jump, wall jump up there. I'm kind of wondering if you could potentially not a chance. I think it's just not possible at all to do this. I was thinking, you know, what if you could just do a triple jump wall kick from an angle here, but I'm thinking the odds are saying no to that. And I don't have my earlier bob on, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and grab this guy again. Hello, old friend. Do you remember me? You don't? Oh, that's unfortunate. You did blow up. I suppose most people would forget people after exploding like that, but still. I'm going to abuse you frequently. Or at least for now, I'm going to continue to abuse you. For my own gain. You're really not doing a good job of being used for my own gain. Granted, I'm not doing a good job of using you for my own gain either, so I really have no position to be talking, but still. There we go. Much better. Now then. With that said and done, you're coming with me. You're not gonna get to live the rest of your life in this dungeon. You're getting put elsewhere. What was that noise? Come on, I'm standing still, man. You cannot keep missing me. Bro, I'm standing completely still. How are you missing me this badly? Thank you. Oh my god. You finally threw at me properly. Ow. Come on, King Bob-omb. Come on, man. I'm standing right here. Oh my god, I'm getting my ass kicked. Okay. Okay, there we go. Got another hit. Oh god. Got the third hit just instantly. That was close. He almost had me. I came very... There were free coins right over here. I would have been fine if I had just decided to run around a little bit. By the way... Okay, I got all the stars too, so there wasn't anything else in here. Then I'm wondering what the point of that pink Bob-omb behind the lava fall was. Does he do anything? Is there even a way to him, or is he just there as like an Easter egg if you happen to look behind the wall? I'll look into that. Well, somebody committed suicide. Probably a bully. Might have been a Bob-omb, though. I don't know if there's any bullies around. I was about to head off to a different area, but now that I have the Bob-omb diffuser, I can actually do something here. I can do a number of things here now. Namely, I can do this little quest for an extra star. And I can do the other thing with the pot for another extra star. That'll put me at 28. Still not enough to get the first reward from the House of Skulltula, sadly. I would like to get that. Oh, but I can also go into the royal family's tomb down in the graveyard, so there's that as well. I'm not sure how many things will be there, though. And there is that area over there where I can probably make use of the bomb. They're remarkably tolerant of the fact that I'm actually abusing a Bob-omb here. You'd think that as fellow Bob-ombs they'd be very upset about it, but no, they don't seem to care at all. Hello, Giant Bomb. Take the iron.
I'll repair the cannon at the top of the mountain now. Go there quickly, before the black Bob-ombs destroy it again.
It's a little bit cheating, but it is nice to just have, like, future knowledge of what you need to do. Just so you can have yourself set up to have it done in the future. I'm surprised that hit. I am very surprised that that hit. Ah! Okay, we're good. Okay, top of the mountain. Not yet though. Gonna grab him so I can abuse the Bob-omb further. And not top of the mountain yet either. I still have the rock room to go check out. Once I've checked out the rock room and seen if there's anything I can do in here. Hello, Bob-omb. This path collapsed and now we can't access this rock storage room. You'll need some explosive powers to get through in there. Well, thankfully, I can do that. Never mind, I can't do shit here. Because this is something that can't be done with the, bombs. That is a ground pound upgrade thing, and I'm pretty sure that's next dungeon. I'll keep it in mind. I will remember it for later. Aw, thought I could get a second first. Yeah, it was gonna be cool. Oh well, I'm never really that cool anyways. No matter how hard I try, I always manage to fail somewhat. But it's not about whether you succeed in being cool, it's about the persistence. It's about the fact that you keep trying. That's how you really be cool. I say to myself, trying to comfort myself from the consequence of my own failure, my own repeated failures, that I never get to live down. Although that's nothing compared to the various broken bones I keep giving Mario through fall damage. I do like how fast Mario runs uphill if you long jump into a hill like that, though. It's very nice. Good movement option. May not be a speedrunner, but I still like movement in general. I like pretending I'm cool. Right there? Good. Well, Mario's gonna get hurt, isn't he? No! Well, he got hurt there. Just wasn't the way I expected him to get hurt. Okay. Nice little double dive there. Very nice. A little bit cheeky, even. Take that guy's 3 coins. Do a proper mugging and jump straight into there. Ah, yes. I still have to do this. I'd nearly forgotten I had this to do. Nice. On the one hand, I do think that it's really cool doing things like that. Like having the red coins spawn via a switch and you just have to do a really good line of movement. On the other hand, I can think of 2 that are very stressful because of how tight they are. 2 stars that sit in my memory to this day because of how many tries they took. Oh, it's gonna suck when I get there, but at the same time, it's gonna be fun. Besides, it's only like 2 of them that are really tough. The rest of them aren't too bad at all, so it's fine. Okay, so gotta go blow up that rock over there. And I'd imagine there's gonna be another star in there. At least I hope it's gonna be a star. Damn well better be a star. Because then I'd have 30. Only those who can see truth may find the way into the Temple of the Shadows. Cool. I'm not going to the Temple of Shadow though, so I'm just going to ignore that and jump into a grave instead. Which is arguably a better decision for your overall health. Shadow Temple is a fucked up place. Goombas. Not sure why they're down here. Are they the one who killed these people? Probably not. Not many people would be weak enough to die to a Goomba. If these people were, then honestly I don't feel much sympathy for them. What they get for being that weak. But I'd imagine that the Goombas didn't do that. They're just carrion feeders. Carrion feeders who don't have much left to eat because, I mean, bones, you can suck the marrow out of them, but there's not much meat. So it's like, there's not too much left to do. Once that marrow's gone, you're done. Oh shit, what's this gonna be? Anti-gravity patch, no more fall damage. Nice. Nice. I like that. The lack of fall damage puts a smile on my face. I don't have to worry about it anymore. Which normally, like most of the time, fall damage isn't that big of a deal since you can just ground pound or throw yourself into quicksand like a fool. But anyways, it's usually not that big of a deal because, you know, you can just do like a dive or a ground pound or a kick at the last second. But sometimes you just can't. Sometimes you just kind of get stuck there and like because you bonked on something like that and you just have to take the fall. I prefer to avoid that. I hear dead people. They want to talk with you. I'll be your medium for just 10 coins. This ghost says it hates your guts. It tried chasing you during its lifetime, but you looked at it intensely. Too bad. Usually the ghosts have a present for living people, but this one just hated you. To be fair, Mario has killed a lot of things in his lifetime. I'm pretty sure a lot of ghosts would have reason to hate him. Hates my guts again? Okay. Come on, RNG. Hates my guts, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11. 12. There are a lot of ghosts that hate me. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. 21. 22. 23. 24. 25. 26. 27. What the fuck do you mean usually? This is 27 ghosts that hate me. This seems more like a pattern than anything. 28. 29. I feel like I'm getting scammed at this point. 30. 31. This ghost actually likes you. It has kept this star for you to help on your quest. Thank God. 32, so that's 320 coins. That's double the amount of attempts that the maximum attempts that Dompe can take. Wow, I feel like I really got scammed there. Like, I've been scammed a lot in my lifetime, but that's by far the worst. Don't bother with mediums, kids. Shit like that is the reason why. You just get screwed out of all your money. I worked hard for those coins. And I lost them all for 1 star. 320 coins. God damn it. Oh well, what have you got for me? I've been cursed. I was transformed into a ghost. Please help me. I've already told you this. What have you got? Star slide. Press B to walk. Okay, nice. To stop, simply start walking in any direction. Also give Mario a concussion. Gonna be honest, I'd forgotten where you get the... Where's the blue coin? Okay, so why is the blue coin not there? Weird, but whatever. I suppose it doesn't legally have to be there, it's just kind of bizarre that it's not. Almost forgot about the fact that this cannon existed. Oh, this is gonna suck, isn't it? Okay, so let's... Okay. That'll do for a lineup, and I'll line it up with... Okay, the bottom of the arrow is touching the very top bottom of that cloud. Too high. Okay. Important thing with cannons, gotta remember exactly where, gotta just make sure you know exactly how you lined it up. Gotta find a way to look at it. Okay, so I was like this before, so move down slightly, top of the arrow lines up with the bottom of the cloud. Oh, come on! Oh, that hurts. That actually kind of stings slightly. Okay, let's try this again. Ow. Wait, no, ow, just... Well, I mean, maybe ow. Mario probably does get some pretty bad rug burns sliding like that. Okay, so it was top of the arrow was there, so I'll move it slightly below that. Oh, God. There. Let's try it like this. Why? I thought I had it just fine there. Why did I slip right through? I think I was like barely too low that time. Try it like this. Please? Thank God. Okay, got it. There we go. That was probably one of the more annoying stars in the area, but we have it now, so all is good. Okay. Alright, that scarecrow over there, that's the other star here. I was wondering, like, where is the other star in this area? That's where it was. It's just the scarecrow. I was wondering, because it's like, you know, oh. I thought I had every star. I was like, I'm sure that the adult stars do not mix with the child stars. I'm glad that's not what happens, because I would have been very upset if it did. Emotionally troubled, even. Glad that's not the case, though. I do have star display, so if it ever came down to it, I could just rely on that, but I'd rather not have to look at that constantly during stream. Alright. Grab that, and let's go. With a nice fairy fountain. Speaking of, there's also one in Hyrule Castle that I can unlock now. Whoa! Not used to having Mario phase out of a solid rock like that, but whatever. I really like the Star Slide, it's such a nice move to have. Right, I was going for the fairy fountain, that's what I was here for. A coin just spawned. I'm not gonna go out of my way for that, though. That would be silly. I'm pretty sure it would be physically impossible to even get there on time anyways. How did I get away with that? I should have been caught there for certain. I was gonna say, why did I not just get this earlier, but it would have been silly for me to try to get this earlier since I was going for the silver stars. And if you go in here, you lose all progress on the silver stars, which is kind of annoying. I understand why, but it means you can't just use that as a little checkpoint, and I'm gonna be honest, I'll be damned if I'm going to, like, go all the way over there. Whoa. As I was saying, I'm gonna be damned if I'm gonna go in there and lose my silver stars. Okay, that requires the ground pound upgrade. Trying to remember if there are any other quick and easy stars I can get. Well, not there. That much is certain. This is also definitely not an easy place where I can get easy stars. That is a big ass block. Holy shit, Mario ain't pushing that one. Not even gonna try. Oh yeah, I don't take fall damage anyways. I was gonna say I need to time this right so I don't take damage. I forgot I don't take damage. I got rid of that. Oh, okay, that's what I want to do here. There we go. Nice and easy. Let's see if I can make it to 40 stars before my time is up for today. Should be able to, it's only 6 stars away, and I'm pretty sure I can find 6 more. Well, that ain't gonna work. I didn't think it would either, but worth a shot. Yep, and it's not just because I hit the thing either. That just genuinely won't work. Suppose I shouldn't be surprised. It would be rather silly if I was able to do that. Cheap cheeps. Wait. Speaking of cheap cheeps, I'm pretty sure there's something around here. Yes, there it is. Gotta get some frame perfect swimming if I want to grab that. Interesting noise that made. That was a horrible attempt at whistling. I apologize. Should be ashamed of myself for that. Buck fishing. I hate fishing. It's a horrible activity in every game. I mean, Dark Cloud 2 actually had some pretty good fishing, but... Oh, God, it's this one. Well, I lost. I didn't lose? Oh my god, this was probably one of the ones I was most scared of. This was one of the red coins I was mentioning that I was worried about. I'm surprised that went as smoothly as it did. When I fucked up and missed this coin, I thought for sure I was screwed. I thought, nope, lost it, not possible to get that, not possible to get it, but apparently I was dead wrong. Won't complain, I'm happy I was wrong about it. One of the times actually happy that I was wrong, but I just have to be honest, I wasn't expecting that. I thought things would be... I thought I was screwed. I thought I could not get that star anymore. Hello, sign. How are you doing? Please do not feed the chain chomps, especially if it is with bombs. They feed on a balanced diet, and bombs are not a healthy choice for their diet. Screw that. I'ma feed the animals. And I'll feed them whatever I want to. I say as I completely fail to feed the chomp. God, this gives me some bad memories, though. I used to work on a farm, and we had a petting zoo for kids to enjoy. And my God, if those little shits did not love to try and feed the animals with anything they could get. Even when we explicitly told them not to. I remember one time, I walked out on break to go pet the animals and have a bit of fun. And I found some little kid trying to feed them with the parent right there, trying to feed the animals corn stalks, which is very bad for the animals. And I go over and say, you know, stop, you can't feed them that. And I'm perfectly polite about it. I tell them, you know, you can't feed the animals that, it's bad for them. And then the kid just throws the entire thing into the animal pen. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? And I had to climb in, deal with getting harassed by a goddamn alpaca the entire time because those things were hateful little shits. Absolutely horrible creatures alpacas are. Hate them. Absolutely hate them. I'm sure it's just those ones there, specifically, that hated me, but still. Wow, Mario was really sliding into this fence there. But yeah, I just don't like alpacas after that. That one would just harass me, they always tried to bite me, spit at me, everything. Horribly rude creatures. But anyways, ignoring my personal issues with the alpacas, this was the other red coin I was worried about. Not nearly as hard as I remember it being. Could be that this hack got updated since the last time I played it and they reduced some of the difficulty. Wouldn't be surprised. Would not be the first time that's happened in any game. Or in any hack, rather. I know that the person who made Mario 74 reduced the difficulty on that 100 coin star by making sure that it was more than 100 coins in the stage. Anyways, back to my story about the little shithead kid. I had to go in there, deal with the... Don't you even... You little shitbag. You're worse than that kid. But yeah, anyways, I had to deal with... Just because of that incident, I had to deal with getting harassed by an alpaca while trying to get corn stalks that could have made the animals very, very sick out of the area. It was horrible. I had to make multiple trips because they had a lot. Horrible time, really. But I got it all out. The mother was, of course, decent. She didn't... You know, the mother was decent. It was just that the kid was a little shithead. As kids usually are. Not nearly the only time I had to deal with kids, though. There were other times. There was a time when a mother left her 4-year-old kid there with the animals to pet them, and the mother just went into the store to do some shopping. And of course, the 4-year-old, being a 4-year-old, just climbs into the pen to get right up close with the animals. Now, these animals were very friendly and docile, aside from the alpacas being jackasses, but the alpacas were mostly just hateful towards the workers for some reason. They were fine with other people. God, I hated those things. Anyways, as I was saying, it doesn't matter if the animals are friendly and docile for the most part. They're still wild animals. And kids are not smart, especially 4-year-olds who will happily go and start tugging on animals, pushing them around, pulling on their fur and stuff. It's like, man, we had goats in there, we had sheep, and the aforementioned hell alpacas. So it's like, that could have been a serious issue. We have a very explicit sign saying that kids have to be attended by an adult. And it just was not happening. I had to go out there. Thankfully, somebody else who was there, an actually responsible adult, got the kid out of the pen. But still, it was like, those were good animals. And if one of them had bitten the kid because the kid did something stupid to provoke it, then we would have had to put the animal down. All because of some shithead mother who just decided, oh, I don't need to watch my kid here. I'll just ditch them. Are you fucking kidding me, lady? You suck. Anyways, I didn't ever get to see the mother, but the boss learned about it, and the big boss lady, she was pissed. She went after that mother and gave her the most professional and polite, just ripping into that I've ever heard of. It was vicious, from what I heard. She did not show mercy, and did it in the most professional manner, which I'm very happy about. The boss was a good lady. Aside from that, there was also the time that, and this time it was like kids who were more like 10 years old to, yeah, I'd say like 10 or 11. Okay, apparently I can't jump onto a okay, apparently that fish is having a bad time. I cannot jump up a slope while carrying it. I'll keep that in mind. Anyways, as I was saying, apparently there were adults with those kids, and these kids went up to the bars and started yanking on the goat's horns. Like, you do not pull on a goat's horns. You don't grab any animal by the horns and start yanking on it. But these kids were just like, nah, we're gonna do this. And the responsible adults were just watching them do it without giving a fuck. And it's like, why? I'm glad I was on my break at that moment, because I was able to tell them off and, like, actually save the poor animals. Because these kids were at least, speaking of saving animals, because these kids were smart enough to stay out of the bars. They were completely content to just be assholes to the goats. And that's just not cool. Like, the goats, all of the animals there were good animals. Very nice. Wow, how did I miss that? How did I miss that? Okay, that one I definitely missed, and I will not complain about it. That one I'm curious about. What? What is the hitbox on this? Why am I missing these? Huh? I'm blatantly going through them. Excuse me? No! Oh, I'm so sad. It was all going according to plan, and then I just missed that one. Why did that one not count? Oh. Anyways, yeah. I had to tell those kids off, and it's not fun when you have to do that. When you have to... What the fuck? I'm being cheated here. That was bullshit. Anyways, it's not fun when you have to be the one to go and lay down the law on a bunch of kids that are acting up and breaking very important rules, but it's like... At the same time, it's like, it has to be done, because especially when the responsible adults who are supposed to be taking care of the kids are doing jack shit about the fact that the kids are being awful. And are these getting smaller for some reason? Oh. God damn it. I know I've hit the 40 stars that I was planning on, but I really just want to get this since I'm right here. And the fact that this is bothering me. Why? Why do I somehow miss? What is with these hitboxes? Thank God. Okay, I got it. Okay, back to Castletown. Real quick to get our 40-star reward. I'm gonna be honest, I am definitely tiny little bit salty about the fact that I missed so many of those somehow. Actually, what do you have? 300. Shit. Barely not enough. Oh well. I would have had enough if that fucking monkey had not taken so long for me to get an actually good result, but whatever. Whatever. I do not have a bomb. I should grab one. And use it to blow up that fairy fountain up there. That way I can just warp back to Hyrule Castle and that'll get us through this quick. Nice. Good thinking, Self. I'm very proud of you. But yeah, it just sucks when you have to go and deal with laying down the law to a bunch of kids, especially when it's a common sense thing that the parents that are watching them should be able to be like, oh yes, little Timmy, don't go pulling on a goat's horns, that's really bad. It's mean to the animal and you're gonna needlessly piss off something that has no problem ramming your ass into oblivion. Seriously, the goats might have been very friendly and, well, goats in general are pretty chill with humans as long as they're domesticated. Even the non-domesticated goats, as far as I know, are generally not aggressive if you don't piss them off or give them a reason otherwise. Hey, throw me out. Thank you. But still, they have limits, and if you push them, they're going to go after you. It's just annoying when I have to keep doing it. I don't like having to be the guy that goes and lays down the law. And yet, sometimes I just have to be, and it's just like, really? Is this what it's coming down to? I have to be the law because the parents are not being the law? It's just annoying. Especially when it's something like that the parents should easily be able to just say, hey, don't do that. Hello, Kupora. I got 40 stars. What do you have for me? Pound hop. Press A after landing from a ground pound to jump high. So it's basically a side flip out of a ground pound. Not bad. Honestly, not too much utility for it, but it doesn't hurt to have the option. Well, with that taken care of, I'd say it's about time to call things here. Thank you all for being here. I hope you've all had a wonderful time, a wonderful day, and I'll see you all later. Take care and have a good one.